speed, distance, and time. Commonly used units of distance. These include the meter, the kilometers, feet, yards, and miles. Now, meter is the SI unit of distance, and a kilometer is 1,000 meters. The feet, yards, and miles are imperial units. Of course, you do have other units and subunits of distance. You have centimeters, millimeters, you have inches, and so on. Alright? Now, time is, of course, usually measured in seconds, minutes, and hours. Those are the units that we use every day to measure time. Speed is measured in miles per hour, kilometers per hour, meters per second. The miles per hour, I could write it as m/h, right? But it's usually written as mph, miles per hour. We'll concentrate on the kilometers per hour and the meters per second, since those are SI units. Now, you have a formula for speed. It says speed is the distance divided by time, distance over time. So, if the distance is in kilometers and you're measuring the time in hours, then what you have is kilometers per hour. If the time is in miles and you're measuring the distance in hours, then of course the unit of speed is miles per hour. Right? Let me put MI for miles because I'm going to use meters as well. And it's the same M that I would use for meters. So MI for miles in this case. Now, meters, if the distance is in meters and you're calculating or considering the time in seconds, then the unit is meters per second. That's the unit of speed in meters per second. Now, you can always transpose this formula to say time is the distance divided by speed, and also distance is equal to the speed multiplied by the time. Alright? But the basic unit is that speed is distance divided by time. Here I have 3 questions dealing with speed, distance, and time. What I want you to do is to pause the video and answer question 1. So go ahead and pause. Okay, good. So you've answered question 1. Let's see how it goes. A car travels 30 kilometers in 45 minutes. Calculate the speed in kilometers per hour. Now remember, speed is distance divided by time. That's the formula. Now, our distance, let us use S equal distance divided by T. Our distance is equal to 30 kilometers. Our time is in 45 minutes. We need the time in kilometers. So how do we do that? We're going to have to convert the 45 minutes to Well, I mean, we need the time in hours, not kilometers. We need the time in hours. So we're going to have to convert the 45 minutes to hours. Now, the fact is, 60 minutes equals 1 hour. Now, what we can do is find out 1 minute, how many hours you have in 1 minute, and then multiply that one by 45 to see how many hours you're going to have in 45 minutes. So divide by 60. 60 cancels 60 and we have 1 minute. But if we divide the left hand side by 60, we're going to have to divide the right hand side by 60 as well. So 1 minute is 1/60th of an hour. Now turn this 1 minute into 45 minutes. 45 times 1 minute is going to be 45 times 1/60th of an hour. I just write HR for hour. So therefore 45 minutes is equal to 45/60 hours. But we can cancel down here. Alright, let's do it over here. 15 into 45 is 3 and 15 into 60 is 4. So 45 minutes is the same as 3/4 hours. 3/4 as a decimal is 0.75. So the time is 0.75 hours. So now we can do a calculation. We have our distance in kilometer and time in hours. So let's erase this and do a calculation. So our speed is our distance 30 kilometers divided by 0.75 hours. Alright? Now, here, let us just see if we can get a calculator. Get our calculator and deal with that quickly. So, calculate. Nice. 30 over 0.75 equals 40. So that's 40 kilometers per hour. Now we use a calculator, but if this was a case where you had a multiple choice question, a multiple choice exam where you're not allowed to use a calculator, what you could do is say 30 divided by 3/4. You know, when you have a number divided by the fraction, it's the same as 30 multiplied by the reciprocal of the fraction. So 3 over 4 becomes 4 over 3. So you say 3, there's 1 3 into 3, and there are 10 3s into 30. 10 4 is 40. Alright? But it's 40. We have 40 kilometers per hour as our answer. Now, look at question 2. A bus travels 15 kilometers from Woodstown to Grants Hall at an average speed of 30 kilometers per hour. It then travels further to Rich Valley, 60 kilometers away at an average speed of 65 kilometers per hour. Calculate total time taken, that means for the entire journey, the total time taken, and also the average speed of the whole journey. I'm going to want you to do that calculation, and we're going to look at it in a different video.